Hey, what's up everybody? This video is from another request, and I was supposed to do this a while ago and I totally forgot about it, so I'm sorry. It's going to be part of the Authentic versus Replica series that I had going on, and this is comparing the Adizeros, the real, compared to the fakes, or replicas, okay? Now, I'm just going to talk about the replica, what's different, the differences between them both, to know if you're gonna buy something and someone says they're real and you're not sure they're real. Here's a few pointers that I can think of that'll make it easier for you. Now, I might not be able to get all of them done. There might be some that I don't know about or that I forget, so just post it in the comments if I forget anything. Now I'm gonna start off with just the outer shell of the shoe, or just the boot. Okay, on the real ones, the texture on the toe part and on the sides, you probably won't be able to see it in the video, but you might be able to. But there's lines that's kind of curling up the shoe. You can really feel them lines. It's kind of like it gives the feeling of like the fly wire that has on the Superflies. And on the replicas, all there is, it's kind of just like a coloration that it looks like lines, but you don't feel them. There's not really anything there. The outer materials, they're kind of the same, but I find the replica material more grippy, which, to be honest, I kind of like that grippy material that they have on the replicas, so when it's wet it grips a bit more. Alright, moving on. Looking at the top of the shoe on the insides here, okay? You can see how thin it is, and it's just thin. I'm gonna say hard material, but you know what, I hope you guys know what I mean. And here you can see it's kind of like foamy in the middle, and here it's not. You see right there, sorry about that. It's more hard and it's less thick walls compared to the replicas. You can really see the difference. As you can see, here it's a lot thinner and it feels a lot tougher. And for the insole of the shoe, these ones have been used, so the sole itself, as you can see, they're pretty much the same. There's nothing you can do. And now the replicas have I don't know if you can see it here, on the inside right here, has that gray on the instep here and the outstep of the shoe. Can't see, there we go. That all the Adizeros have. Now the newer ones have it, the older models did not. Now for the heel, the inside of the heel, you can see there's a lot more padding. You can see it's kind of loose, and here it's really tight, really slim fit. It's really made to, you know, fit on your foot. Unlike this one, if you got a wider heel or something, you can just kind of pop it and works in there. Alright, so the laces are the same material, really good laces. So you can't really tell by the laces unless they have cheaper laces. These are kind of, they're not the Kevlar ones like some of the primes have, but you can tell they're a nice harder material. They're heavy duty laces. For underneath the shoe, the stud configuration is the same. It does look the same, but the main way to tell if it's replica from the bottom of the shoe is this is hard plastic. I mean, it does bend, but it's not nimble. It's like a sprint frame. It's really tough plastic. Like, you won't get too much flex on the back studs like that. It's really stiff. And on the replicas, you you can flex it a lot easier. You can tell, and you can even tell by just, if you take the studs, especially the back ones, just take your thumb and your finger, move on the inside, you can see it's a bit more flexible. They're still really tough, but that's the one way to, you know, figure it out. Now, on the real ones, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has like a carbon fiber effect on the black here, and on this it doesn't, and they're supposed to on every pair. You can tell also by the stitching it seems a bit more sloppy, but not a big deal. And I mean, I don't think I can think of anything else. Obviously the weight, there is a difference in the weight, but it's not a drastic, like when you have it in your hands you can tell one's lighter than the other, but it's not like, holy crap, that's gonna weigh me down and slow me down. They're still really light. But if you pick the real ones up and then you pick the replica ones up, you can tell it's not a lot, but maybe like an ounce or so more, heavier I should say. That's about it. Now on the tongue, the material of the tongue's about the same, except look at this, it's really a thin tongue compared to the replicas where it's a thicker. And to be honest, that's all the differences I can think of. And like I said, if you guys think of anything else, just comment below, and I'll approve them if they're a valid comment or if they're not hateful or anything. Because if they're hateful, I'm just gonna not waste my time and delete them, because, you know, what's the point? Don't waste your time. Alright, so that's all for Authentic versus Replica, episode 3 I believe. And stay tuned. I'll try to post some more videos and try to somehow complete this series. So enjoy, guys.